Okay, just a quick video going over lab number 9. If you can see that, there we go. There we go. Exercise adherence. I'm going to try to do this even with a little bit of a sore throat. So if I sound a little funny, that's exactly why. So this lab is really just an exercise in trying to form a contract between you as the exercise professional and the client. And we're going to go through writing down the goals of the client, what they need to perform, what their timeline is of reassessing some of their goals, and also having them sign it as well as you signing it as well, so that there's a contract between you two and making sure that that is adhered to the best it can. Now, this, I guess, could potentially be a legal document if somebody was to sue you for them not attaining their goals. But if you have it written down and you signed it and you said, this is when we're going to do this is when we're going to assess it, and then have them also fill out an exercise journal. And if they didn't do that and there's no proof of what they did, you would not be liable then. So not necessary. Most people probably aren't going to do that, but it is good to actually have something written down to show the goals, to show what your job is as the professional of providing them with some assistance and some exercise prescription, but also what the client's goal is in trying to attain those goals and how important those goals are for that individual. So for this, I'll go over it again. It's written on the first page of the lab, but also I said it in the video, or I'll say it here in a little bit, but I'll go over it again. Page 2, 3, and 4 are the only pages that you need to complete for this assignment. This page right here, which is the exercise journal, this is actually a resistance exercise journal. This is just an example. These can be in different formats. In fact, this whole contract can be in different formats. So you'll see different versions of them in different sources. But this page does not need to be completed. So only pages 2, 3, and 4 need to be completed for this assignment. So I'm going to go over it in a short video, each portion of it, go over some of the descriptions of it, what you need to do, how you need to fill it out, and then go ahead and hand it in Blackboard, or you can email it to me, however you would like to. So thank you. If you have any questions, let me know. Okay, lab number 9, exercise adherence. So just a quick going over of what you need to do for this lab. So the purpose of this lab is to demonstrate the processes of increasing the likelihood of the client adherence to the exercise programming that you're prescribing to them. And this is going to be based upon what their goals are and what they're actually capable of doing and performing. Now, keep in mind that this is going to follow any health history questionnaire, any risk stratification that you may have, and also exercise testing that has been performed, as well as even getting a doctor's release form if it's necessary. So what you need to complete for this assignment is page 2, 3, and 4. Page 5, and we'll go over all of these pages here in a minute, but page 5 is just simply for your records, and it's just an example of what an exercise journal could look like. So let's go into what we're looking at. So this is the exercise prescription interview form, and there's a series of questions that you need to ask whoever you're interviewing. And this person can be your friend, they can be brother, sister, mother, father, whoever it may be. It can be anybody. You can do this remotely, or you can do it with somebody that is actually there with you. So the questions to ask them is, what mode or type of physical activity do you enjoy performing, such as walking, bicycling, jogging, swimming, any type of yard work, things like that. And what do you prefer, either a group or individual training? And also, what types of environments do they prefer? Either outdoor, indoor, is it cold, or maybe a cool climate, hot climate, maybe in the pool, in a jacuzzi potentially? And are there any activities that they do not like to perform or want to avoid? And that could be because maybe they just really do not like them, or they could have some type of limitation. And would you like to do the same activities regularly, or would you prefer a variety in the workout schedule? And also, lastly, would you like more information or resources on a particular activity or activities or any other health-related information? The next one on page number 3 would be the fitness goals and exercise prescription form. So the key factors here are making sure that you set challenging but attainable, desirable, specific, as well as any practical goals. Goals that are not practical, or they may not be able to reach them in a timely manner, or be able to reach them at all are not necessarily good goals to have. You need to have something that is attainable for that individual. It should also try to meet ACSM's guidelines for exercise prescription. And then also in the prescription, be sure to address any factors that may be used to support you in reaching your goal, as well as addressing possible hurdles, any barriers that may deter the individual from reaching their particular goals. And then we're going to be looking at the rate of how important each of them is for them, how committed they are to the goal, and their confidence that they're going to be able to reach that goal. So we have two scenarios here. We have fitness goal A and fitness goal B, and they can be basically anything that that individual wants. They could be losing weight, maybe gaining muscle mass, increasing cardiovascular performance or cardiorespiratory performance, whatever it may be. So list whatever that goal is, and then provide a short prescription of what they need to do, what types of exercises, how often they need to perform these to be able to try to attain that goal. And then for these goals, we have a Likert scale or a Likert-like scale in which we're going to be looking at the importance, the commitment, and the confidence of these goals. So we have low, moderate, and high. And basically just looking at 0 to 100, what is the importance of each of these goals? How committed they are to each of these goals, as well as the confidence that they will be able to attain these goals. And then just simply write that number down here or type it down here in the importance, commitment, and confidence scores. Now, there are only 2 goals listed here. You can do one, that's perfectly fine, where this other one, this fitness goal B, would not be completed. Or you can even add a 3rd or a 4th goal. The outline is here. You can copy and paste these and continue to make more goals, or the individual could continue to make more goals if they so choose. And then the last portion is the fitness contract. This is a contract between you, the fitness professional, and the client. So in the blanks here, you would type your name and the client's name, making sure you read this out loud to them, putting in the date at which you're going to assess or reassess the fitness levels and the goals, and then also writing down the date down here as well, and then signing it, you and the client. And lastly, on page 5, this is an example of a exercise journal. This is a resistance exercise journal, so you can make one for cardiovascular type of training. So you could do it in an Excel spreadsheet, or you can just have a notebook where the individual writes this down. And this helps the client to make sure that they're keeping up with the training and also keeping them honest of what they're doing. It's really good no matter who you are, whether you're the client or the professional themselves, having some type of journal to write down what you actually performed, maybe comments, how you were feeling that day. Maybe they couldn't complete a set or a rep or whatever it may be, or maybe they had some type of interruption in the exercise routine, whatever it may be. So again, going back to the beginning, all you need to do, and we'll zoom out here, is look at the first page. The second page needs to be completed. The third page needs to be completed, and you only have to do one fitness goal if you want to. You can do 2, you can do more than 2. Just copy and paste this portion if you would like to, but you only have to complete 1. And then also complete the fitness contract. And the exercise journal does not need to be completed.